In this video, I'm going to talk about two things that I think will solve 99% of the problems that we have in the fish keeping hobby. I'm also going to give you a bonus tip. Hope you enjoy the video. So why am I doing this video? We get so many questions asking for help about various things, from water parameter issues to species interactions, all kinds of things, fish disease. And so in this video, I wanted to talk about two things that we do that I think would help a lot of fish keepers as they move forward in the fish keeping hobby. Hello everyone, this is Jason from Primetime Aquatics, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We do a lot of videos just like this. We talk about water parameters, species profiles, fish room, fish store tours. We've got over 60 fish tanks in our fish room, which means we've always got something going on. Now yes, I wanted to talk about two pieces of advice that I would give, especially to new people, if they're just getting into the aquarium hobby, that I think will help a lot. And by the way, if you've got experience in the fish keeping hobby and you'd like to leave some of the best pieces of advice you've ever gotten, leave that in the comments section below. The first thing I would say is do your research. It has never been easier to get good information from the internet than it is right now. Now I grant you that some of the information is going to be horrible advice, but maybe watch 8, 9, 10 videos on the subject, and where those videos agree, chances are that's where you're going to find the most truth. Things that I would research, especially if you're new to the hobby: water parameters. What does it mean to cycle a fish tank? What is the nitrogen cycle? How do we bring down or avoid ammonia spikes and nitrite spikes? How do we control nitrate? We've done videos on just about everything we're going to talk about, and I'll put those in the upper right hand corner periodically throughout the video, as well as in the description below. But if we can research water parameters, that avoids a lot of potential problems. The second thing, I would definitely research how to quarantine fish properly. If you can quarantine your fish properly, that's going to help you avoid a lot of issues with fish disease in these nice display tanks that you're building. And finally, the third thing that I would research is species profiles. Don't impulse buy your fish. That is a recipe for disaster when you get a fish because it looks cool at the pet store and then you bring it home only to find out it's super aggressive. The water parameters are very different than what you have. The diet is very different, and all of a sudden now you've got fish fighting, or you've got a fish that's going to outgrow your tank in a very short period of time. So I think if you can research those three things, you're going to be in really good shape. The second piece of advice I would give you is have patience. This hobby works best when people have patience. And there are really two reasons why someone might not have patience. One, they just get their tank set up, they're super excited, and they run out and they get a bunch of fish. That is an absolute recipe for disaster. One, because your tank isn't ready for it, you don't have the nitrifying bacteria, and two, it could lead to potential disease. So when it comes to the fish aquarium hobby, have patience. Let your tank cycle. Make sure your water, make sure your environment is ready to have fish, and add the fish slowly. You're going to be in a much better position 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the road in your hobby. It's going to be much more enjoyable if you have the patience to add fish slowly and only when your tank is ready for those new inhabitants. It's also super important when it comes to patience to, again, quarantine your fish. I know when we get new fish, we want to put them in the big tank. We want to see how they're going to interact with all the other fish. But do yourself a favor, get a small tank, put those fish in a quarantine tank, let them acclimate, make sure they're not going to be bringing disease into your tank that already has a bunch of fish. There is nothing more stressful, nothing more heartbreaking when you go out and you spend $20 on a new fish and you put it in that tank, and all of a sudden, within a week or two, now you've got ick or some type of internal parasite, and you might lose $100 or $200 worth of fish, all because we didn't quarantine it in the first place. So definitely patience is required when you're buying new fish as well. And that also goes when you bring the fish home. Have patience, let them get used to their environment. Sometimes what we want to do is, oh, the fish is out there, let's immediately throw food in the tank and let's see if it eats. Oh, it doesn't eat. Let's throw food in there again. Oh, it didn't eat. Oh, let's throw food in there again. It doesn't eat. Then pretty soon you've got all this uneaten fish food. You're trying to get the fish to eat when really all they want is a little bit of time to acclimate to their new environment, the new inhabitants, the new decorations, and within a few days it will probably go back on food. But have patience when you put fish in the tank. Sometimes they're not going to eat right away. Sometimes they are going to hide a little bit more. But in time, most fish come around if they're healthy. Here's your bonus tip. Have fun. Remember, the fish keeping hobby is supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be relaxing. And I know even on this channel we do so much when it comes to water parameters and water chemistry and the science behind it. One, because that's really what I enjoy. We do a lot on species profiles and we get into the details, but don't forget to have fun. Don't forget that your fish tank is supposed to relax you, not stress you out. And I think for most people, if they follow the first two rules, do your research and have patience, it will be just that. Again, I want to hear from you, especially if you're experienced. What are some of the best pieces of advice you would give to somebody who's brand new to fish keeping? Leave that in the comments section below. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, share it, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.